Yeah.
Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone live show. It is a debate show today with us three. You know all of our familiar faces. To my
Saturday
left.
night. Saturday night.
What?
It's Saturday night debate, y'all. That's what
Oh,
you
yeah.
said.
We're getting ready to go. For us, it's night. For Alejandro, it's night. I don't know how he's still awake. I don't know how he's doing. How are you doing?
I'm good. No,
You're good,
I'm
of
awake.
course.
I'm getting sick, so if my voice is
Good. I'm good.
yeah, like that.
Yeah. So basically, it's not his microphone that's going to cut out. It is his voice, apparently.
Yeah.
Like his
Literally
actual
the voice.
physical throat.
Yeah.
So we'll blame that on him today. Justin, how are you doing? I know you're not just good, you are more. So explain.
I am a man of very few words, but I'm doing okay. Actually, I totally forgot. I wasn't even supposed to be here today, and I told you all, and I forgot. And I told my work too, and I forgot. It's Thunder over Louisville, and I should be out there day partying and drinking at the waterfront until we go and blow stuff up in the evening. But it's fine.
Wow,
I'm doing.
that's the most
doing-
American thing ever.
Yeah, I just wanted.
Oh,
I was thinking
it's
the same
a
thing.
world. It is kind of redneck, but it's literally the world's largest fireworks show, and I'm excited to do that tonight. I mean, I'm probably not gonna pay attention, but I'll be drinking, so that'll be good.
You going it right after this?
I mean, I'm already starting, but
No, but you're
you-
going to the show right after this or whatever?
yeah, I was out there and I had a surveillance, and a guy literally went up there, and I was like, "Oh crap, that's today!" And I literally said, "I was like, no, I forgot about this," and I followed the guy out there, and then by the time when my hours were done, I came back here and got started on prepping. So yeah, I'll be out there after this.
Oh, you prepped this time. That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, well, I just mean pre-gaming. Just
Yeah, that's
that's my
that's the
prep.
prepping you're good at. Yeah. What
Yeah,
kind of
getting
pre you
started.
got?
This one's actually a Leinenkugels. It's a little shandy, little grapefruit shandy.
Is that local?
No, this is Wisconsin actually. We do
Okay.
have some good local stuff. I'll be switching to bourbon here in a little bit. I got two handles of Woodford. One of them is a Kentucky Derby special one, and one of them is a Keeneland one. They're well, the whole thing of like I said, it's a short intro for me, obviously. That was the way that I'm talking. But the literally the Thunder over Louisville, biggest firework whatever in the world. It's literally it opens up for Derby, which is 2 weeks from. And Derby
Cool.
is not like how you all say Derby. Derby is in the Kentucky Derby.
Oh yeah.
The horse race or whatever. And
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
there getting drunk 2 weeks. Do not let me be here during the Derby. I will be at the Derby on that day. So if we don't have
Okay.
a looked. All right. Good.
Perfect. And Alejandro, what kind of drink do you got?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Nice little Saturday night beverage for Ale. He's got to get ready to play a game tomorrow. So
I don't
he's
drink.
hydrating.
I don't drink.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, he did say that, and I was still shocked. But this is like it's grapefruit. So grapefruit beer.
Yeah.
Little OJ, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that we've distinguished the fun one compared to the other one, let's continue. Let's do our debate show. But before we get into our actual questions, I want to ask: do you guys have any other thoughts of what happened yesterday in the Mercato? Because there's two big pieces of information. I know Ali and I did a podcast yesterday, but I haven't had a chance to speak with Justin. Tony Rudiger almost confirmed to going to Real Madrid. What do you think?
I'm devastated. I wanted Juve to spend all the money. I wanted them to waste all the money on this player. I wanted them to pay more than they would have paid for Matthias de Ligt, which there's no way you can justify that. There's no way. It wasn't going to happen, and I didn't believe that Arriva Bene or Cherubini would end up paying that. But I'm like, if you were to do that, if you were to pay that amount of money for Rudiger, I mean, there's a bunch of guys that would line up that would be upset about it. Especially with the 20 million euro signing bonus that he whatever
stupid thing you wanted.
Whatever. I said it in a lot of daily videos. I'd be happy with Milinkovic if you can just add him. I would have been happy last year, and I think even if he's just a stopgap for a couple seasons or so, I think he's a solid defender. Not that that's where this is going to go. We don't know. But I am not losing any sleep over not getting Antonio Rudiger.
Perfect.
Really quickly, because yesterday, remember when we said we talked about Di Marzio and Romano?
Yep.
And it changes. Like this morning or yesterday midnight for me, Romano said, "Oh, it's not done," and all those things. And then 12 hours later, "Oh, it's very close now." I'm like, "You're lying. Like, just say you had no clue and you just now go."
Yeah, Romano has no idea now.
Like
he's too prem head. He's too in tune with like Man United and what's it called?
Like 12 hours ago, he said, "Oh, he respects Chelsea," and now it's like, he's not gonna wait another 2 months. I'm like, dude, that did not change in 12 hours. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and then he added at the bottom, but he still respects him. I'm like,
yeah,
give it a rest. But the biggest news is Romeo coming out and say we contacted Emerson Palmieri, and I was at work, so I got a I want to say notification.
He was already pissed.
I saw the first one about Di Maria. I saw the first one about Di Maria. I'm like, okay. I saw the second one. It started off well. Like the club wants a left back, a quality midfielder, and a winger. I'm like, okay. And then I scroll down. It's like contact with Emerson. I'm like, what? Like, and I looked it up because I didn't believe it. He doesn't even have 30 assists in his career. He's on 20 something. That's ridiculous. Emerson. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think Alexandro has more.
Yep. I think, isn't Emerson Palmieri also almost 30 years old now?
He's 28. I think he will be 29 this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Like, what's the point of this?
I still don't believe it.
He did mention that the track is not hot or something. Those were his exact words.
Yeah, but something to monitor. Like, it's scary. It's scary.
I thought he wanted Lyon. I thought he had chosen Lyon.
Who? Oh, Lyon. Yeah.
Emerson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes completely. I just hope it's fake news because that's...
Okay, so now, Justin, talk to me about Di Maria.
This is the this is a fantastic way to do journalism. If you're ever working as a reporter, just say talk about, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm kidding.
Do you want me to ask you how he's gonna do well as a number 8 and a winger at the same time, and under Max Allegri when he joins?
Yeah, right, exactly. That's a good point. I mean, I don't know. I've talked about it a little bit in the daily videos and stuff like that. I'm okay with adding Di Maria if it means it's going to be a 2-year thing. At least initially the contract. I don't think, because I think 2 years is what it is. I don't think 1 year. I don't think anybody would come just for 1 year to not have 2 years guaranteed. I think it'd be a solid option. A good guy to come in, and if you're, it's not all black and white, right? Like it's not all black. Because the problem is if you get him, what does that mean for the rest of the squad makeup? What does that mean? Does that mean Raspadori's off the table? Does that mean whatever guys that you're looking at getting that supposedly Juventus are like full steam ahead on, do they fall to the wayside so that way you can focus more on the midfield and maybe some defenders left back, whatever you have there? So that would be the only thing that would make me back away from it. But if you could add Di Maria, cheap option, and it works, and it's going to be an option that wouldn't really bar certain players that could be potentially important pieces for Juve down the line.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
So, do you think this potential 2-year deal with Di Maria, he comes in, and from what Giovanni Albanese says, Sule is going to be on the first team next year?
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't
think say that.
He said like it was an idea. Like he throws a lot of ideas out there, and so far not even one came to fruition. So I don't know.
So his ideas stink.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that this idea worked. Is that good? Is that good for Sule to not? I hate when you learn under the mature player. I'm gonna say mature as a throw to Allegri because he likes the word mature. Do you understand where that's coming from? Do you think that's the right move for Sule to learn and mature under Di Maria's tutelage?
Well, in my experience of watching Allegri teams, the only thing I really see happening there, I don't know that I see any real tutelage happening. If I'm being honest, I see it as this player's playing and you're not getting the minutes. Di Maria is going to be playing, and you, Sule, will not be getting those minutes because it's just like unless you're working in a tandem somehow, like they're playing the same position, right? So it's not like
essentially
So it's not like a Chiellini Bonucci situation where you grow side by side and develop. I don't know. Maybe it could work out, but I'm not one that I don't buy into it. I don't believe it personally.
I don't believe it also.
I think. Yeah.
If
go ahead.
I want to hear what you did.
You know why I don't believe it? Because Cuadrado's still in the squad.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to bring that up.
He will be third option.
Yeah.
he will not even be second option, you know, and that's. I know what Allegri's thinking. Oh, you can be Di Maria. Sule second option? Nah, I don't think so. Because Di Maria cannot play. So let's be honest. Like, if Di Maria comes in, he cannot play 60 games a year, which
no.
Like, so that means Sule is gonna play 20 games a year. Like, let's say 15 games a year. Under Allegri, that's not gonna happen. So that's why I think that idea is kind of bullshit. I don't think he's coming. He's going from the under 23s to playing 15 games for us next season. I don't believe that.
So okay. I'm gonna ask a follow-up question, and we're gonna get into our U19 talk. It's one of the questions of the debate. But is Sule going on loan next year?
I think he is.
Justin?
I mean, I probably, I'd imagine so, because, again, I guess it depends who comes in, but either way, whoever comes in, they're taking Sule's minutes. And I just don't believe at this point, as much as I would like to entertain or make the fans the vocal, I don't want to say minority, but just the vocal group of fans that just want you players to play more. I've swayed in and out of it. I've swayed more into it than I ever have been. If he wants to appease them, maybe. But I don't think Allegri cares about appeasing anybody.
Yeah.
But even maybe Agnelli. Maybe that's the only person he really feels that he needs to appease in this moment. And it's winning matches. So I feel like if he can keep doing what he wants to do, and by utilizing older players that he knows will work well, proven commodities rather than
mature,
young mature players, young up and coming, exciting players that people get excited about. Do I know that Sule is going to be going to work out? No, I don't.
No.
There's a lot of good signals pointing to him. The fact that Argentina felt like they had to jump on this kid to get him before the Azzurri, stuff like that. But again, I don't know. I mean, again, this is coming to another question we talk later, so I don't want to give any kind of. I was about to say a statement that would kind of go into that. So
save it.
I got teased a little bit.
Yeah. So before we get into the 5 debate questions we have some people talking in the chat. They're asking about Rom, the German left back that's been brought up. I think by Nico Schirr, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, that's one of the guys you want to follow on Twitter, because he's rising up the ranks in terms of sources. I looked at his stat. That guy's a unit. You talk about players that Juventus target, like Vlahovic, De Ligt. These young guys are absolute units.
Big Z?
No.
He plays for the German national team also.
Yeah. So he currently plays in Hoffenheim.
Yeah.
And he contributes a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And he is just like I'm gonna coin him the German Swiss Express. Do you remember Stefan Lichtsteiner?
Yeah.
Everyone remembers Stefan Lichtsteiner. This Rom guy does not stop moving. I watched actually some highlight tapes of him, because we finally got linked by a credible source. So I did some research. Guy does not stop moving. Defensively, okay, I think he'll be fine, but he just doesn't stop moving, and that's what Stefan Lichtsteiner. Well, that's what made Stefan Lichtsteiner such an important player for Allegri and Conte.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to comment on Rom at all, or no?
No, because I mean, really quickly, because Emerson, that name that name is like a one-off. It's like Wayne Dahl, like it's kind of one-off. But the names that are coming back are Emerson, Marcos Alonso. So we kind of have the feeling where we are going with this, basically, or where Allegri wants to go with this, and it's sad. It's sad. Like, you replace Sandro with Emerson Palmieri. I have no words to describe it.
It's a sideways move.
Yeah, it's pointless. I don't get it. I think nobody gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Justin,
big fridge.
I mean, I like that. I mean, you're selling him to me, obviously, but I know a ton about this player. Yeah. But I like players that are built like that, like the Big Z, the Zaniolo, but the Vlahovic, the De Ligt, that kind of build. I think I like that, and I think Juventus could use more, guys that aren't going to get bullied or, because of their size. So I'm in for that. Have I watched a minute of this kid play? No. So I can't tell you too much about it.
You don't watch Hoffenheim? What?
I don't live the same life that some of you guys live. Some of you all watch every match, and there was a point in my life where probably when I was younger, I had the time to watch. Just every night it would be like, what sports on tonight? Who's playing tonight? Who's on today? I'd turn it on and watch. You get old, life kicks you in the nads, and then you don't get to watch nearly as much as you'd like. So UVA and all that's my focus. There's one of the notes. Actually, there's a comment. There's a couple comments in here, but again, a lot of them will come back to what we'll talk about later. So I'll let it go.
All right. So let's actually start the debate.
Yeah.
So all three of us will. Yeah.
If you're here, smash that freaking like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Also, you'll see. Actually, you're not going to see it on this live, but I'll say all of our ads and stuff on Twitter. But I'll tell that at the end of the show, so it's fine. I'm just jumping right into it. Go ahead.
Also, that chap in the middle has to speak into his mic more.
Oh yeah, I did want to bring Richard Leinart. He has been on your ass for weeks. I've seen him commenting, not just like in lives. I've seen him in the comment section. Chap in the middle. You've got a habit of speaking away from the mic, so you fade off. Guys, please sort out the sound. Thank you. So
I'm not gonna lie. I saw that comment and I was like, I didn't like chap. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? So I stopped after chap in the middle. I'm like, I'm not reading that up. So I stopped reading it, because who speaks like that?
It's English, I mean, that's people. Like English. Yeah, it's English.
It's English, yeah. But I thought I know what chap means, but I was like, I don't get it. I saw chap in the middle. I'm like, yeah, never mind.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll finally start. There's a big intro. That was what? How many minutes? I can't see on my Skype screen.
17.
Oh, there you
17 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. First question. Pop it up on the board there, Ale. Allegri has given his thoughts on his approach to the Coppa Italia and its importance or lack thereof. What value of importance is the competition for Juventus traditionally, and it isn't vital that we win it this year? We will start from the middle to Justin, so Ale go first, and then we'll pop around to me.
So, traditionally, like importance, before Allegri left, it meant nothing to the club. Let's be honest. Like, we've not before Allegri came in, we hadn't won for how many years? I don't want to lie. 10? More than 10 years.
No, more than 10 years.
Yeah. 20 years. Wasn't it 20 years? Something like that. But it was something ridiculous. Crazy. Like a club like of our magnitude standard, that was ridiculous. So that's all you need to know about the importance the club basically gave it to it, And with Conte, it was basically the same thing. We got the final the first season against Napoli. We lost. But after that, it was like, it doesn't really matter. Allegri came in and he was like, nope, we're going to win everything. That's the goal.
Yep.
So it changed. So now, with the current situation, 22, it's very important, for the club and also for me. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't care about the Supercoppa. I've said it many times before. I don't care because that's not a real cup. But the Coppa Italia, it's important. It's important. And this season, even more so. It's not more important than getting top 4, but it's important to keep that streak alive of 11 seasons now. Is it 11? It's 11.
This year will be 11 if we win.
11 seasons with a trophy. Like, it's important. Like, you win even in your most it's not the most awful situation we have been in like the last 20 years. Like, we've been in worse situations, but like even in a dip where it's normal, like, you're not gonna win 20 leagues in a row. Bayern won their 11 today. 10th. PSG won tonight the title, but like they got interrupted by Lille and by Montpellier. But like even now, where we're like, it's crap. I think it's very important to even in this period of time, coming away with a trophy, even if it's a Coppa Italia. I think it's important. Like, you can keep that into the squad, basically, about at least you win something. You won something. Chiellini is leaving. Bonucci will leave soon. Like, new guys, at least you won something. Like, you could build on that. They won something. Because Milan, Inter, they won nothing in that period of time, the 10 years. Like, nothing.
Yeah.
The Supercoppa, but they won it not even because they deserve to be in that. They were in that because they lost the Coppa Italia final against us the season before that. So I think it's important for me.
All right, Justin.
I appreciate Alejandro going first and kind of giving a lot of my points for me. So that could help. But I mean, honestly, I think a lot of it when it comes into this, I think it's very important. But the reason it becomes so important is just because its importance almost reflects the status of where Juve is in each season. So the reason it's not only is it important, it's right now it's almost the only thing that matters. Fourth place matters, right? Obviously, I don't need to say that. That should be
that matters.
Yeah, but it's the only thing that matters when it comes to Juve's season right now is proving something. Show that the season wasn't a complete failure. Because if Juventus does, obviously they fail to make top four, it's a failure. But if you don't bring a trophy home as well, and you bring Allegri in and all the nonsense that Juventus fans have been through for the last season and a half, couple seasons, the Pirlo stuff, bringing him in. Pirlo had 2 trophies that season, and he sacked him. And then obviously, I am in the belief, I'm in the corner of, you have to keep Allegri here. You can't go drag in another coach and restart this thing all over again. I get that. I know there's people that don't want Allegri to stay here, but at the same time, it's harder and harder for me to argue that if Juve don't win a trophy this season, and if you're demonstrably worse than Pirlo's team. It's hard to argue that. And those people, it gives them a platform to stand on and yell at when it comes to the sack Allegri. I have to admit that. I think also, thank you, sir. I think also one of the things that sticks out to me though, it is one of the competitions. I think traditionally, if it's me personally, I want to win everything. Obviously, I want to win it because obviously, I like to have the shirt with a little badge on it. I like to have the little what's it called? Anyway, the corner.
The target. It looks like a target.
Yeah. It has the name. I don't know why it's blanking. I mean, somebody drop it in the chat. You know what it is. But yeah, I like to have that on there. But I also like to have it with the freaking Scudetto, with the shield there as well. Whenever I buy these shirts, so it's one of those things where it's a pride thing. I think obviously one reason that I don't really care about the Super Copa, if the Super Copa added a third little badge on there, I care a little bit more. It's just stuff like that. Just a little, you like to have that little shiny stuff because those are the things that the younger Italian kids or whoever it is growing up. Oh, who's that team? Why do they have that on their shirt? Why is it not just a plain regular shirt? Stuff like that matters. It matters. The shiny things matter to the young kid. I say to the youngs. I'm an old, so I don't know. Yeah. But at the same time, it matters because Juve are not competing for the Scudetto. They're not competing for Champions League, any of that. If we're sitting right now and Juve are potentially going, wherever they are in the Champions League and they can go to the finals, I probably wouldn't give a damn, to be honest, because you have a chance to win the freaking Champions League. But at the same time, it's all perspective. It's all perspective, and that's why it's so important. But I think, me personally, it's important every year.
Yeah, so you guys both took all my points. In the grand scheme of things, it is the least of my concerns at the beginning of the year. This year, obviously, it's the most concerning thing now because we stink and we haven't done well in any other competition. But at this moment in time, we're in a final for the Coppa Italia, and you have to win that. You have to win that, or else, it's already a failure of a season. Don't get me wrong. Even if we win the Coppa Italia, it's a failure. You have to have those expectations as a fan. Ali, you're on mute.
Ali,
I'm mute.
Or you're not speaking into
No. It's on mute. I agree. When you brought in Allegri, didn't expect scraping top 4 if you get it and winning the Coppa Italia, maybe. That's not the expectation when you go from Pirlo to Allegri. You didn't sack Pirlo to have a similar season.
Yeah.
And that's what we're having now at the moment.
Exactly. It's probably worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you lost the trophy that Pirlo won last year. There's stats that show you're worse than last year in the season. I don't give a shit if you have Ronaldo and Chiesa. You have other players here now, and you're still dropping points like flies. This season has been a disaster, even if you win. I don't care. Whatever. That's my opinion.
You have arguably a better midfield right now. Well, not right now, but injuries is why I'm saying that. But you know what I mean. Roster
absolutely.
Yeah.
But right now, that's like I said, that's the only thing that matters. So is it vital right now? Yes. Is it normally August 2022 when the first ball is kicked for next year. I don't like that's the least of my concerns.
That's third place.
Yeah, it goes for me Champions League, Serie A, Coppa Italia. I don't know about you guys.
For me, it's Serie A, Champions League, Coppa Italia, because I know it's not a given. Like, we should win Serie A, but I don't expect us to win Champions League. I expect us to go win and compete, but
those are my
Like, I want Serie A. Like, Serie A, winning Serie A is the minimum, because that's what you need to get. You know, if you don't win the Champions League, I get it. I mean, I don't understand losing to Villarreal, but like, I get it if you don't win it against Liverpool or City at the moment. I totally understand that. I do. But third place.
Justin, how would you rate that? You're with me or are you with Ale?
Sorry, repeat. Which one was which again?
I'm Champions League, Serie A, Coppa Italia.
And Ali is
Serie A, Champions League, Coppa Italia.
It's.
You can say Champions League now because you are the guy saying I don't care. I don't care about the Champions League.
But that's it's the thing. I mean, and I'm trying to like put it in perspective for me as a fan and the way that I fan and how what is most important. I think the Scudetto, you know, having that supremacy over the rest of the league is very important for Juventus, and I think also adding on to that list, getting that 4-star soon would be nice and things like that. But it's one of those things too. The Champions League. The reason, I guess, if we're just saying Champions League, like if we're guaranteed a win for any of those, it would be Champions League. But if it comes to what I focus on in any given season, because it's so damn hard to win the Champions League, I probably lean more toward Alejandro's line of thinking of City A, just because I was 5 freaking years old the last time they won it. When they bail out, which they always do in the round of 16 or whatever, it doesn't hurt as much as losing out on the Scudetto right now, just because I'm used to it. I'm numb.
Fair.
You know, but obviously, if I have a choice, which one do I want to win the most? Duh, it's Champions League.
Yeah,
it's always like
All right.
Like if I even like I would even say this: if you could guarantee me Juve win a Champions League next year, but they finish in 7th place,
I would take that.
I take the loss. I take it. I would take it. That could be another question one day. I take it. I take it now. Fine. Who cares? Like that's the whole point. Is you won a Champions League. Like it sucks.
And you can still be in the competition next year, so you get the money still. So I don't. That would do that. Sign me up.
I could do it. I'll do my time. The reward's worth it. That kind of thing.
Okay. Sorry, someone's saying Crazy Ray saying Serie A is greater than because of bragging rights. If you win the Champions League,
nobody can.
Be the best team in Europe.
Nobody can talk to you.
I mean, it really.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody in the world. Champions League. Everybody. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. You want a competition Brazil. With Man City, with PSG, with Real Madrid. If you're winning that competition, then shut up.
You want a hot take?
Yeah, hot take. Go.
Champions League song's overrated.
No,
it's overrated. It's overrated.
What?
I cringe every time people get so excited. They all that crap, and I'm just like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. But I mean, I also.
You're probably one of those guys who rates the Europa League anthem.
Yeah.
that's boring. That's Like if we are in it next season, you
do every watch along.
Crazy Ray just said the Europa League is way better.
Oh my god!
But it's just
See, look at this. Nick Milley and Crazy Ray are going at it right now.
I don't know. It's just one of those things that the song, like I don't know. I hear it, I'm like, okay, fine. Like to me, it's so freaking pretentious. Like the sound.
Not get hyped up when the crowd sings like at the end when the stadium shakes.
I don't. I mean, honestly, I don't. Like it's cool. I mean, maybe it's just because maybe I'm just so defeated as a fan and a human being that I'm like I don't get to enjoy this. Like even though the season's starting, it's whatever, not the season starting, but like when they played the whole freaking season. Whenever they play it in the Champions League, I'm just like, well, we're not gonna be sitting here at the end with Juve as the one, so I can't enjoy this. I can't enjoy it at all.
When the final's on, he's singing along. Even if it's City Liverpool, he's singing along.
Oh yeah, I'm watching. I'm ready to rock. I have the game on way before.
Singing.
Yeah.
That's a holiday to me. The Champions League final.
Yeah, it's a day.
Love
off.
it.
The Italian national anthem does it more for me, but whatever. I don't know.
Okay, that's like a pride thing.
Yeah, it's more of a, I think it's the pride thing, and it's just a whatever. Like, I don't know, like here locally, in March Madness, they do this freaking one shining moment, and it's another one that I'm like, no, you don't care about. Except for the time Louisville won the national championship and they played one shining moment with all the highlights, and I was like,
oh yeah, you like that one, eh?
And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Now I get the emotions because I'm seeing my team dunking on the other teams or whatever. If Juve are winning it and then they're playing it, I'm probably gonna have full mass for that one. But
all right.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes to say you're a flip flop.
Oh, I am. I am John Kerry. I'm a flip flopper. Nobody's gonna get that reference unless you're American and you're older now, because that's when I was in like middle school or whatever. Yeah, 2004 I was middle school. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Hit the like button, guys. If you haven't hit that freaking like button, I'm gonna come out of your TV or phone or whatever you're watching this on and just beat the hell out of you. And that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna. You're gonna ring. It's just gonna be my giant bald head coming out of your screen or whatever, just to beat the living crap out of you. Anyway. Okay,
we'll move on to Justin's favorite topic. The next question.
What's the next question?
Oh no!
Justin,
okay.
And Justin will start. You're gonna get a lot of hate for this one. I hope Hanim's in here. I hope our.
Oh no!
Earlier,
Wait. Hanim will hate the last question. She will.
The last one.
She will come after Justin.
Well, she'll this one, but she'll not like Justin's answer.
I came up with she's not gonna like me either way.
Every time. Yeah, she hates you already, so that's.
She does. It's true.
Okay, Justin, you're first. Does the U19 UEFA Youth League matter? Do you care about it at all?
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Like, honestly, here's the reason. You told me before not to not to just give you an Alejandro answer, a no, and just say no, I don't care. The reason I don't care, prove to me that it matters. Prove to me that a player's going to actually get some playing time for Juventus, and I should give a damn to go watch the U19 to think that they're going to actually play for the first team. Like, Marquise.
I can prove it to it.
Okay.
I can prove it a bit.
Okay.
You can use potentially these players and a transfer to get a player that you want.
Okay.
The better they do in this competition, the more money they have in transfer value, and you can sell them off.
So you're just saying so I can get rid of these players? So I'm just using them. We just got in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. They're trying to get us in trouble for that. No, okay. I mean, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, if I guess you could say I care enough that they're growing their cattle for pasture. They're putting them out in pasture, and then they're growing them, and they're trying to get them strong and nice and healthy, so they can go put them up to slaughter and send them to the factory. And that's what I care about. So that means I don't have to watch a damn second of it. That's what it means. I don't have to watch any of it. I just have to know that there's some value in these players, and then I can just send them
little
away.
Trade assets, right? Little financial assets.
That I don't need. Yeah, that I don't need to watch. That's the reason that it maybe frustrates me, and maybe it'd be different if Juve were more invested in their youth players. Like when I say invested in, actually, besides just making money off them, actually making them be, Juventus players, having that, a Marquisio, having those kind of players or whatever, which are very, very rare. It's just, I mean, to me, I don't see the point in wasting my time when I know that it ain't happening. And as long as you have Allegri here right now, it ain't happening.
That's a very good point. Ale.
Okay, so I understand Justin's point, because with Allegri, it doesn't matter. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it should matter, and the youth league thing is a big thing. Like, it's massive, because we were not even close to it like 2 years ago. Not even close to it. We were competing with the best teams in there. Benfica, and we should have won that game, by the way.
Benfica was touted as the best team.
I think but I think Leipzig is a better. But doesn't they've won it 3 times for a reason. Like, their youth setup is different. Leipzig, same, it's different. The fact that they actually should have won that game within 90 minutes, in my opinion. Like, they messed up in the first 10 minutes. They were sleeping, but overall they should have won that game. I think it's massive. I think it's very important. Because it means something. It means it's working. Like, finally something is changing. Like, you're actually in it. You're in it, and you're not just in it because you're in it. You're in it because you're competing. Like you're good. You're good enough to make it to the semifinal. Like that, I think it's important because before, who was next? Like Marquisio was the last one, basically. Keane, yeah, okay, Keane, but like it's not the same. You know, we know how we're talking about Keane, but like let's say Keane made it out of that. Marquisio, like De Scelje, like then all those names, Clemenza, and all those players.
You saying Keane made it out of that doesn't help your argument.
No, that's my point. Like, it's just 1, 2 every like 20 years we have 2 players out of it. Marquisio and Keane who actually made it. You know, that's it.
But that's my point though. Is it's not worth the time. It's not worth my time and investment. Yeah, you're right. I agree. It should be important. But yeah, the reason I don't the reason
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care because it isn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's fun to watch. Even like I enjoy watching it. Like I did not enjoy watching it up to 3 years ago. I watch it at times. I'm like, I'm not watching this. This is bad. You know, it's not interesting. There's nothing in it. Now when I look at it, I'm like, there's something in it. You know, there's actually something in. Okay, Miretti, Sule, it's different. Like they just came in that team to play. Basically, that's it. And Benfica did the same thing, by the way.
And Coney de Winter.
Yeah, Benfica did the same thing. Like they have older players that are a more experienced squad. That you know, Juventus had players of 2004, 2003 playing. You know, Benfica had more experience. That's fine. But like, even like, I forget the name. The Chelsea player who came from Chelsea. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Illing. Like, even when I watch him play, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like, we can actually play. Like, up to 3-4 years ago when I was watching them, I'm like, nobody can play in this team. Like, nobody's gonna make it. Like, there's nothing. Like, it's nothing special. Like, it's nothing interesting. It should matter, especially now when basically Arriva Ben is coming in and he's being, you know, penny pinching, like looking at every single euro. It should matter. It should be a big thing. It should be positive that they made it. That actually everyone is talking about some of our players. That usually doesn't happen for a reason because they're not good enough. So it should matter, and it's up to them now to say to Allegri, look, we invested because they invested in the U team and under 23. Like it's not.
Yeah, they buy players.
They buy players. They invest. Like it's not cheap. Like at some point, you need to work with it. You know, you need to work with it because it's pointless. Like Justin said, like if you don't do it, it's pointless. You know, if you're not gonna use, not now, like in the future, if not even Miretti, Sule, one of those players make it, then it's worrying. Then it's like, okay, it's never gonna work at this point. You know, if none of these players are gonna make it, who's gonna make it?
I want to be able to watch it and think like, oh, this could be the next guy, kind of thing. And then maybe I would. If there's an established history of that, of seeing these players. And I apologize, I know it's your turn, Julian. but
go ahead.
Like to see them do that, it is important. And like that's the thing. I don't have that. So like, no offense, I got a family, I got a day job, I got a kid.
Yeah,
I got something like that. Like no
home to watch.
No, but I'm not saying like the thing is if I knew that it were important, I would find time. You know what I mean? Like I'd be at like literally if I ever had to miss a game, you know what I'm doing? If I'm working, I have the game on my phone and I'm watching it. So like I would be doing the same thing with the youth league then. Same thing I do with like U of L stuff and things like that. I watch it when I need to. I just don't feel like I need to. And that's why.
Yeah. For sure. No, that's a very good point as well. Like until it's proven, why should you care? But at the end of the day, Sula and Moretti are on the next generation. I know lists don't really matter. I know like these ranking lists don't really matter, but this one in particular, these two Juventus players are on it. In the past, some excellent players have been placed where they've been placed. So I think it does matter because it's something different. Like Ali said, it's something different. They've established themselves in Europe. Well, they've had a good run in Europe right now. These players aren't just on the U19 team; they're also on the Primavera team. They've also played some minutes. I'll put in quotation marks for the first team. Like Coney de Winter started a Champions League game.
Yeah.
I know Sula played like 32 seconds, and Moretti played 3 minutes. But
well, you said
if they get it, like I want to see, because Sule had a good preseason, didn't he?
Yeah.
If we go back in time,
he was hyped up.
I'm pretty sure he had a really good camp and he was doing well with the first team. Blah blah blah.
I bought the nonsense that he was going to be playing on the first team this season.
Yeah,
he was going to be one of those guys.
And I do, and he scored a goal. I remember in preseason he did score a goal, and I was like, holy, like I was hyped out about him. So I think at the end of this year they have to have another good camp. Yeah, like you just need to be consistent and have a good camp and see through osmosis. Does Allegri need another player? He's going to say yes. Yeah. He's going to say, give me another mature player. Of course he's going to say that. But you know how we saw what was the document, the All or Nothing? Remember that? And Nedved was always at the training ground, and Paratici was always there. So I'm assuming everybody's there now, and same with Carabini. Can they? You'd have to think that they will see as well. I think we have to just trust. I think we have to trust a bit.
Also,
do we need better youth scouts? Do we need better like
I think improve.
Youth scouts? I'm not sure because our team is doing well now. But in terms of recruiting, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Really quickly.
But I guess I was thinking more when I was saying that. I was saying like first team to, or move them up. Like, is there something? So is it, or do they? What I mean, I guess more is, do they need a better advocate? Somebody on staff who's a better advocate for them, and it's
someone who's gonna
be like,
this guy's someone who's got to, Allegri's stubborn. You need someone to change his mind.
Yeah,
who's gonna do that? Maybe Rabiot's mom. I don't know.
No, the only one who can change his mind is Arif Abene, because Allegri's not gonna listen to anyone. He's doing his thing. Like he's a boss at the end of the day. It is what it is. So he's not gonna change his mind, and I think he will not change his mind. But quickly, like Sule, for example, he's highly rated. Like he could have left to anyone. Like he had offers on the table to play first team football. He stayed. He signed a long-term deal, and he basically said, "I trust the club for the plan they made with me, together with me, my family. We made something together in terms of, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's 2023. You're in the first team, because I'll really quickly over here, where I live is Genk. Like who came through over here, like De Bruyne, Courtois, all those players. They came from here, from this academy. They have a plan. Like they tell the players. I know for a fact, 23. You're in the first team squad. No matter what, you're the next guy up. They know.
Yeah.
They know no matter what, and they tell the coach who's coming in, you're not getting a center back because he's coming in. Goalkeeper, same thing. Like the one is now going to Leipzig. He's not really good, but still, like the next guy is ready. They know. They told him 2024. It's you. The coach who comes in, they don't care. Like they tell him at the start of the season or when he signs the deal, this is your squad. Player X is gonna leave in the summer. We're not going to buy anyone because we promised you player Y, he's coming in. That was a promise when he signed the deal. And that's how they work. Again, it's different. It's different. Like, they can do it over here, and they can sell with profit. With us, not.
The only thing, I was going to say, it's a little bit of different scale, right? Because it's Juventus. It's not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But with Sule, it's the first time a player came out and basically, like, of that stature, basically. Or he's viewed as a talent.
Next gen. You made the next gen.
It's the first time someone of that magnitude signed the deal and said, I trust the club. I trust what they want to do with me. And we sat down, we discussed it, and it looks great. So I want to know what it is.
What they said.
What is it?
Also, he's not Italian.
That's also a big thing. He's not Italian. Like, if he was Italian, I'm like, he stayed. Of course he stayed.
Yeah.
But he's not. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That's why I said yes to the question, because maybe something is moving and we are just shouting every week, just play him. But maybe they know he's going to play, but it's not going to be now. It's going to be next season. I'm just saying something. Maybe they know. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. That could also, again, we have nothing to go on trust. Like, we have nothing to trust from the past.
Yeah.
So I understand Justin's view and I understand Ali's view, and mine's kind of in the middle. Like, we have nothing to trust. So, but this guy, there's a reason why he's on this list. There's a reason why Moretti's on the list. There's a reason why they're very good at their level, their age group. There's a reason why Sule's got called up to the national team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think it does matter. It's going to start to matter starting now. Like, this was a big leap. So we'll see in the future. We'll see.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that freaking like button right now. I want to make sure I hit on this because I'm not seeing enough likes. That's a problem.
Right. That's a problem. I agree.
Slap grandma up, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Slap her up, put it on there. There you go.
I miss Mr.
You don't
Dax.
have a ton of time left.
In the shower. Yeah.
Oh, is Dax?
Mr. Dax saying he's watching in the bathtub or whatever. I missed.
That was super awkward, but yeah. Just putting it out there.
We'll move on to the third question.
Yeah.
Because this one's probably going to be a long-winded one. And yeah, I think we have to hurry up with these. We talk too much. Hypothetically, Juventus bring in 4 to 5 players in this summer's Mercato. Grounded in reality, name your Mercato, explain with departures if necessary. So 4 or 5 dudes coming in. If one guy has to go out and is a direct replacement, say it, whatever you need to do.
You can even
be realistic.
If you want to
explain your question.
Honestly, I'd say this: if you want to, because like I thought this was just one because I couldn't think of questions. But at the same time, if you want to cut out the explaining departures, we can because obviously Alexander Rabiot, if we can. I know you want to renew him because you're a big Rabiot guy. And you want to try to add Ramsey back too.
I need my shirt to mean something.
Exactly. There you go. But I say if it's the obvious ones, you don't have to explain Alexandro Rabiot. Whatever, whoever else it is. Anyway, at this point, but just give me your guys that you take.
Okay, I'll go first because I haven't gone first yet. So we're doing realistic, obviously. So I'm gonna, now that our debts are paid, I'm gonna assume we're gonna have 90 to 100 million to spend. I'm gonna assume that just because our debts are paid, I'm also banking on Champions League money and a little bit of transfer money, like just because we might have some. So I'm gonna go with Di Maria as a winger. I'm not gonna say the replacement, but Di Maria, Raspadori, Milinkovic-Savic. Since he's been linked, I want Rom. Sorry if you hear the snoring, because my dog is snoring now. And then as the center back option, I would go with. Oh, I had that. Who was it again? Oh, Badiashile.
Okay.
So Badiashile, Rom, Milinkovic-Savic, Raspadori, and Di Maria.
Gosh, I want Badiashile, but I don't know if I could say that name every day. Like it was so hard getting that first time out. I don't know. Okay, that's not a bad list. Okay, yeah. So wait, Milinkovic-Savic, and how much are you paying for him? Because if you have like 90 million euros, that's
I went low with 60.
60, okay.
Not low, but like I went fair.
And you think you should be able to? So you should be able to get Raspadori for what, like 20?
No, 25 maybe.
They're asking 30 to start, but I think
Yeah. Also, we're gonna sell some players, so I was going off the Champions League money plus.
Okay.
So
you start with the 90, and then you have the extra fees for. Okay, yeah, makes sense. That works for me. Okay, that's a solid little lineup. And then DVD is Alejandro.
Yeah.
So reality.
Stupid fucking choice. Sorry.
Reality. What's wrong with that?
Oh, but I was gonna say Zaniolo, but you're right, Justin. It's a stupid choice, but
oh, you got me.
No, but
backfire, guys.
So in goal, I want Donnarumma. No, that's not true.
Another Justin.
I need to get the clicker thing to give you points every time. The Tony Reale or whatever it was.
No. Yeah. Okay, so at left back, I still like Udogie. I still like him, so I would go with him. I think that's realistic. In midfield, I want Savage. I want him, of course, but then we need to think about McKennie's future at the club a bit. Of Zakaria, like it's too much of the same. Not the same, but like we have nothing different. But I will say Savage. I will say Savage. And then like you say realistic. Like I cannot say Anthony because we don't have that money anymore.
Yeah.
So I need to say Di Maria, and I doubt they can even say Raspadori at that point. Because I have Udogie, Savage, but I will say Raspadori. That's 4. And it's not. I want to say Chile, but it's not reality anymore. Like it's pushing.
We're selling
160.
players too, though.
Who?
Yeah, you're selling.
Okay, who?
Like we are selling players.
We're praying that we sell players.
Okay, but let's say I said Udogi. That's 20 at least. I think it's more, but let's say 20.
You think it's 20 million for Udogi?
Oh, easy. He's Italian.
Ooh.
He's Italian. That's.
Oh, don't touch him then. It's a fullback.
Sign all of them.
Okay, let's say 15, but I know it's gonna be 20. But let's say 15. Salvage, let's say 70. It's 85. And what I said, Raspadori, another 30. It's 105. 115. 115. And Chile 40, 50. So 160. It's like I said, it's pushing 160.
Jeez, yeah.
Who are you gonna sell? Sandro? Okay, 5 million. Rabio, another 10 million. Arthur, they will pay us in 3-year times, not this. So it's already not realistic at this point.
We get Demirel's money. We get.
We need to pay Chiesa.
Kulusevski's money.
Yeah, and that's not even kicking in now. Kulusevski's money. So not this summer. So it's already not realistic, because that's why on the podcast we're saying 4 or 5. If you get 3, that's already big.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 3.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 3. By the way, it's gonna be 3. 3 starters. That's what it's gonna be.
It probably. I mean, it's probably. I mean, probably 3, and then maybe some curveballs out of nowhere that they add on that may not even play, like a Kyle George kind of option. Kind of those things that don't really matter.
Yeah.
So
sorry. Before Justin goes, we will be doing a little exercise on this in the future. I did it. Remember, I wrote one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do something similar on that. Okay. In video form.
Yeah.
So, Justin, you go.
Sounds good. Okay, I guess with me, so I guess we have to start in the midfield, and that would be one. Obviously, if it's like a dream option, I'm gonna go with Milinkovic Savic in that. But then to me, that's just. I think the more and more I look at it, and the more and more I feel like this thing starts to develop, I start to think that this is really more of a dream than it is a potential reality to land him. I mean, unless he really plants his flag that he wants to come to Torino because he wants, to be near his brother and all that stuff. Unless suddenly, but I mean, I'm just thinking of options that could force it, like Locatelli forced Carnevale and all that stuff.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Kind of thing. Yeah. So if you can get an option like that, then it's more highly likely, or even likely at all. But then I look at the options, and otherwise I'm picking from Pogba, Jorginho, and Zaniolo, right? Those are the other options that you're really looking at. And it's hard because I am a big Z fan. But I also understand the issues because of his injuries and all the other stuff that goes along with it. You know what? I'm gonna go cheap. I'm gonna say Jorginho seems like a feasible option. I'm not saying I want this, but I'm saying I'm just trying to work through this.
You got your Riva Bene cap on, eh?
Huh? Yeah,
I guess Bene cap.
Wait, my question was it okay in reality? So I did grant it in reality. So this is what I think the Mercado may be. I think Raspadori then. So Jorginho and Raspadori, gosh, they do push Italian though, and I'm afraid I'm going way too Italian with this because I realized starting with Jorginho, well, he's Brazilian Italian, right?
Oh no, you cannot do that now.
Right? He's Brazilian Italian. He's not real. He's like me, American Italian, who lives in Kentucky, is telling you.
I was gonna say we're not real either, man.
I'm over there telling you who's not real Italian. He's not real. He's Fazoli's Italian, if you will. So I guess so this actually does in my head. The more and more I go through this, it maybe is sadder, but it seems more realistic. I'm saying Jorginho Raspadori. Then I say you go in there and potentially you add Milinkovic because it's a cheaper option that you could affordable option you can get there at the center back position. So there's 3 of them, and then will they go seriously for a left back? I do like.
I'm wasting loan for 3 years. Udinese, deal it.
I like the Udogi pick. I do like that one, but part of me also feels like they could, even though there's reports, I could see them just sticking with Sandro for another year or something like that and getting stuck with that. I don't want it, but I could see it happen.
Hey, if the option is Emerson, then I'm all for it. If it is keep Sandro for 1 more year or commit to Emerson for 3-4 years, I'm going Alexandro for 1 more year.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to go say. Okay, let's just go with Is that feasible to have Raspadori, Jorginho, and then Di Maria?
It is, and that's sad, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Like,
yeah,
your names make more sense.
Like, in terms of feasible. This could actually happen, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's sad.
And you know, Juventus watch this account, so shut up.
When I'm saying it's sad, I'm saying good job on Even Better. You guys are killing it. Hey, we would love to take some money. Like, really, I'll say all positive things if you just want to pay me. That's all you gotta do. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. But anyway, that's where I'll leave it at. I'll just leave it at that. Is what I think is realistic. I just wanted to be sad. I wanted to ruin this. Julian brought it high. Like, he started off on a good note.
I was thinking money. I was like, yeah, Champions League money maybe. And then, like, we don't have any bills or debt to pay anymore. And we got player sales. Why not shoot for the moon? And then
he looks all happy now, just like, oh, it's feasible. I did it. And then you need to talk about it for 3 months. So good luck.
Yeah. I know. It's not gonna happen, guys. There's gonna be a real big splash. We're gonna have a lot to be excited about. My original goal was to come in here and say, okay, we're gonna get Rudiger, we're gonna get Gravenberch, we're gonna get just like all the guys we can't get anymore, or we're not gonna get. Anyway, that's fine. We can move on from the segment. But that was my idea. I see some people throwing out some ideas. Misak saying Raspadori, Jorginho, Pogba, Di Maria. So, about you gonna get Jorginho and Pogba in the midfield?
I mean, that's one of the cheapest ways to. I'm kidding.
That's one. Yeah, I guess it's one way. I mean, it would boost the midfield. I mean, it'd still be better than what we have. So,
quickly before we go to the last question, who's Pogba going to go? Name a team.
I mean,
PSG.
I mean, I'd have to say PSG. I don't know where else. I don't think he's going to stay at Manchester United. It's done. But
he's done with United. Yep.
But I'm not seeing a lot of really. There's no groundswell really from Juve. Like, there's not a lot of news.
Hot take. He's coming to Juventus.
You think he is?
Yeah.
Do you think he's coming? Do you think he's the signing, or do you think it's him and somebody else in the midfield?
I think it's him only.
I think
we're going to strike out. I think we're going to strike out on midfielders.
That's
sad. Thank you for killing the show.
Yeah, his injury record is not great, so
it's not. But you know what? I think we're not going to cough up enough money for Milinkovic Savic. We're not going to be able to get Jorginho. What's up?
No, go ahead. Just finish what you're saying. Sorry.
We're not going to be able to get obviously De Jong. I think De Jong's staying at Barcelona.
Yeah.
I think Tielemans is not that guy for Juventus. I think he's going to, like Ali said, United. And I don't think we're going to cough up enough money for Milinkovic Savic. And for Jorginho, I'm just wishful thinking. And I'd rather have Pogba than Jorginho.
Hear me out. You know what I think? Maybe I'm wrong. Might be more likely is that you get him and Zaniolo.
Pogba and Zaniolo, or Jorginho and Zaniolo?
No, Pogba and Zaniolo.
Oof.
He's injured again, by the way.
Ooh, Zaniolo?
Yeah, I read something that he picked up.
Nothing else new. Water's wet.
Allegedly, he's allegedly. Let's be careful
with his track record. It's sure he's injured.
Yeah. Okay. We are running low on time here.
Yeah, you're right.
So Zaniolo, let's not speak of him anymore. He should not be named.
No, we're
last
not.
Question.
Actually, this goes into the last question. Now,
I'm gonna rate.
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah. Okay. For
Haneen is in the chat.
Okay.
She's ready.
Ready, Haneen. Listen carefully.
Perk those ears up for me, princess.
Just to make that question.
I'm sorry,
for
that
you,
was offensive. I apologize. I just mean.
Should we, as the Bianconeri Zone, cultivate our news topics to reflect our own fan base's preferred biases, or push a narrative? So basically, what we've been doing for the most recent minutes of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Do Juventus media outlets have any influence over the outcomes or decisions made by the club? So basically, what I mentioned is Agnelli actually looking at our YouTube channel and saying, "Oh, that's a good idea, Justin Sofaro." You're stupid.
You and Ale love taking credit for this on a regular basis. I hear about Di Maria. I hear about Holland or whatever. I don't know.
That's Julian's departure.
Yeah,
the Holland thing.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't want to get associated with that.
Hey, I had a video.
Excuse me?
I had a video saying that he would come.
Yeah, that sounded very strange. But by the way, let's just move on.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who do you want to go first? Ale?
No, you go. You made that question for Hanin and the other guy, so you go first.
It's not strictly for Hanin. I'm kidding, but Hanin made just commented on somebody who was saying this. Here's my personal opinion when it comes to this. There's two ways you can really go about it whenever you have, and like this is the thing, we're a small channel, we are what we are, but say we weren't, and say this thing grew, and we hope that it does grow and it becomes a serious, channel for Juventus. That where that it would have a little bit of weight not weight to throw around, but you know what I mean, where like what you say matters. And I've heard people tell me this before. People, not I want to say higher up, but you know what I mean, like they told me that even our channel when we started out, some of the things we say matters. Like if we're crushing, the people that work for Juventus and all that, it's a bad look or something like that. But regardless of that, when it comes to this and it comes to the agenda or I get on here. This is what I'm coming in here, and yeah, part of me is just yelling at you guys for coming in here and all the time in the comments, and every time I do a freaking news video, I don't create the graphics half the time. It's usually Alejandro. It's the news.
You getting blamed. Oh.
I do not create the news. I'm Ron Berg.
Neither do I, by the way.
I know. What I'm saying is that's the point. Is you report the news is the news. I can't fucking create the news for you guys. Like I can't tell you, hey, now freaking Messi's coming to Juve or whatever you want it to be at this point, or whatever the player is. But like we get in there and we get in there. And I read what's on the news and I give my opinion. I'm told just to give my opinion on it. Obviously, I like me some Big Z. I know a lot of you don't like Big Z. That's your own problem. Get a channel. But get a better dog. Anyway, at the same time, that's a reference to something that nobody knows. So that's part of it. Of that, it's just I'm reporting what it is, and I think that's our duty when we do news is just to talk about the news. I think that's why I tune into channels. That's what I want to hear. The other aspect of this, and it's when you working, knowledge in radio and stuff like that. There is a thing. Did you just take me off, or what happened?
I don't know what's happening. I'm not gonna lie.
We got deleted.
Yeah, I did.
Juventus is screwed with Ali's internet.
I don't know what Ali's doing. What is happening to the channel? Anyway, okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. There's this thing when it comes into radio and stuff like that. It's, hurt or help your friends, hurt your enemies, kind of thing. So yeah, there is a part of this where you could come in, and if this were a big channel, million subscribers, we could come in here and push the players that we want and the players that these guys want, or something like that. That there's an aspect to that. Yeah, it could happen. You threw the question off, so now I forget the second part of it. But anyway, what's the second part of the question?
If we have an influence, on what Juve do.
I'd say. Oh no, we don't have a fucking influence.
No way.
Use our language. No, we don't have an influence on.
It's your question.
Juve are gonna do what I know, but I forget because this has gone long. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. My point is, I just get annoyed when I get in the chat and I see or comments and I see don't mention Zaniolo. It's a news story. We're gonna talk about it. Like the more and more people keep talking Zaniolo being linked with Juve, I gotta talk about it. Raspadori, I've seen this one guy who's always a jack bleep getting on here talking about, getting upset because we're mentioning Raspadori. Raspadori is like one of the hottest trails we have right now for Juve. That's one of the hottest names lately when it comes to Juventus. You gotta talk about it. Otherwise, I'll get on the screen and I'll just smile for you. And I'll just be like, hey guys, what do y'all want? Who do you want? Just let me know in the comments.
Mbappe's a free agent.
Yeah. Yes. Alejandro got us linked to Di Maria.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, that's my soapbox. It's like, yeah, I guess if this were a bigger channel and this had a huge following, yeah, I guess we could technically have influence on not on Juve but on like the fans, and like if you push a agenda long enough, it could grow and then it gets wind of Juve. But it's not what it is. Maybe it will be one day, but at the same time, it's still not something that Juve gives a damn what we care about. They're gonna buy who they want to buy and who they can afford. And that's what they're gonna do. They'll hear us and they'll maybe be like, you guys are jackasses, and that'll be the most that they'll get from us probably.
100%.
Really quickly,
y'all go ahead.
Because you said if we push something enough, people will believe it. Those people are idiots. Like, I'm sorry, you have your own opinion. You stick with it. No, let's say Zaniolo comes in. I don't like him. he plays like Chiesa, that impact, ever since he joins, I'm going to change my opinion. I'm not going to change it because Justin loves him. I'm going to change it because I've seen it, you know? He's doing it, so I'm going to change it. If, I don't know.
I'll bow down to Justin,
like,
if that's the case.
Yeah, if that's the case, yeah. But, like, if I'm sitting here, I'm saying, I know a lot of people say the league is crap, even in the chat. I don't care. If you think that, great. You can say that 20 times every live. I'm not going to go with it.
You're wrong.
You can push it. I'm going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to go with it because somebody keeps repeating it. If you do that, I'm sorry. You're an idiot. I don't know how else to say that. The second thing is they watch or they know. They don't care. They don't care. And I'm going to say whatever I want. If they're shit,
exactly
they're shit. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, they're shit, but I mean, yeah, love the club, support the club. I support the club. I watch every game. It doesn't mean I'm going to lie to myself. It's shit. I've watched it. I spent 2 hours of my life. I've watched it. It's crap. I'm not coming on and say, but support the team. Like, remember that tweet I sent at you? Or like what it was? Somebody said, what was it? It was something about the player. Like, it's the fans. If you don't support a player, they play crap. No, it's something like that.
Oh, they said. I'll tell you exactly what it was.
Really quickly, thanks. Really quickly, thanks.
Jockey Bro 369.
Welcome to the membership.
Time get low like an 18 willa.
Really quickly, because he became a member. He became a member, so thanks for that. The link for the Discord group is on the members tab. If you don't get it, DM me on Twitter. Or one of the three, the other twos, and I will sort that out to join the Discord group.
Yeah, shout out Jockey Bro. I know you've been around for a while. Thank you for joining the community. It gets more fun from here when you become a member. There's a lot more things, a lot more interaction you have with us than just the couple hours or 20 minutes that I do a video and stuff like that. There's a lot more you get from it. So thank you for doing that. I'm just reading through the chat right now after I start going on my rant. It's pretty funny, just the takes that people had, and then also you make John Cena happy, hat guy. So Julian, and then I've seen a lot of people say it's impressive that I can just talk to myself for I guess for hours on end, just just having a conversation. It's how I do the daily videos. It's just me yelling and screaming. I couldn't do it before. I mean, I could do it a little bit, but not like really before we started the channel. If you watch the very first video, I'm just nervous as hell, and I'm like,
I watched it back a few weeks back. I laughed.
It's bad. It's so bad. It's really funny looking back.
It was just one tone.
Do what?
It was just on one level. Like the entire video was the same voice.
Oh, yep. Yeah, it was like I was reading. I was just reading it all off.
Yeah.
And I was now it's totally different. It's just a muscle. It's a muscle that you have to work and use, and then you can do it after a while. But it's just funny. Like I said, there's so many people that say these like the agenda or not. Raspadori, Emerson, Zaniolo, Jorginho, those guys do not improve Juve. Maybe so, and that's part of the conversation. That's why we have members now like Jockey Bro who can come on and give us that argument. You can, Jockey Bro now has the ability jump on the channel with us, do a video with us, tell us why you hate these players. Or not hate them, but you don't want these options.
Yeah, bring that United Fire comment up because that's really funny.
Yeah, that should end with that basically.
I can put my Gigi Buffon one next to
it.
I'll have a conversation. Justin got an interview with Gigi, and he did let him talk once. But
basically, those guys that Johansa mentioned, they lost to Macedonia.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Those guys that Johansa meant.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's saying they don't improve Juve.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so you're agreeing with him.
Yeah, 100. They lost to Macedonia is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, it's just kind of I just want to say that. That's just what it is with the channel. Juve doesn't care. We're going to say stuff. They may watch it and they may, maybe they like some of the stuff. Hey, I'm really nice. I can be bought. So just send me that chill check and I'll be happy to I'll spout all the positive things about you guys. Alejandro won't, but I will. But anyway, just let us know. Let's see. Could someone?
At the end of the day, though, like Ali is in school. Justin's a PI guy in Kentucky, USA, and I am a car insurance guy in Hamilton, Ontario.
Don't dox me, guy. You're just. I mean, I say it every day anyway. But
yeah. Like we have no like we're not talking to Juventus. We're not even talking. The kit man has more of a say than we do.
Yeah, we just talk crap. Like we talk shit.
Yeah, we literally rinse every single player pretty much every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even the man, like we criticized the management up until January 27th, 2022.
We did that.
If it were up to me, on what
we criticized it 1 week before the January transfer window, and then we got fluffy.
That's what I mean. Like we criticized up until he came. We're like, this is garbage, blah, blah, blah. You suck at your job. What are you doing? And we haven't criticized him since. So that's a good thing.
If it were up to me, what players I would talk about, I would never mention somebody I can't pronounce their name. Like I would never bring it up. I would ignore it. I would be like delete and just skip that one. Or I'd just throw it up and be like, that's what's happening. But I mean, I get why people get, and I understand burnout, and I understand getting tired of hearing about players that you're not excited about and stuff like that. I get it. But it's the news is as it continues to develop, as it continues to, like I said, the first time a player gets mentioned, it doesn't matter as much. But when you hear it day in and day out, there's something there. It doesn't mean they're going to end up at Juve, but we got to talk about it. Jockey Bro said, now you have to listen to my opinions.
Yeah, seriously though. We welcome it.
Because Julian needs to leave. Like, we're going to wrap it up. But again, the Discord link is on the members tab. If you don't find it, DM me or DM the bianconerizonechannel Twitter account. I will sort that.
Do you want to throw the members thing up again, or are you good?
If I can find it, give me 1 sec.
His computer's the stream's going to turn
I have
it messed it all up. Okay, I'll just say it real quick, guys. If you haven't already, consider joining the member squad. You get a lot of cool access, stuff like that. Jockey Bro can tell you guys about it now. You get a lot of cool access, different things you can do with the channel. What we do here with the channel when we build this, it's by the fans for the fans, and what it is, it's a community thing. It's not just a YouTube channel that we just put out nonsense and crap and nothing. The reason we do here, it's the community aspect, and that's what's most important to us as fans from around the world. You may not have Juve fans near you, but you'll always have the Bianconeri Zone with the member squad. You get so many different things. Obviously, Bianconeri Zone, the first level, you get the club level, you get loyalty badges, emojis, Discord member chat, all that. With the next level up, you end up getting a monthly wallpaper with it, and then the next one you get the giveaway. The giveaway priority. You get 5 times the chance to win in a giveaway, stuff like that. All of it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. If you go to Starbucks, it's overpriced crap, but at the same time, it's cheaper than in Starbucks for 1 cup of coffee every month. So anyway, consider doing that. It's really cool, the stuff you get. Joining the Discord, all the stuff, we get to have conversations throughout stuff during games, all that. You always have community then, and which is why we enjoy it. And it's been a really fun aspect since we launched the channel. Do you guys have any stuff that you want to say?
I want to say that's
let Alejandro cook.
No, it's not true what Justin said. Become a member because I need a new mic. So just become a member.
Actually, he does need a new mic. So yeah, it would help. It would help. If we could get him a new mic, let's do that. Let's crowdsource this thing, and then you can actually hear what Alejandro's saying. Guys.
Alejandro cook.
Yeah, put that up there. It's going to stay there.
Final words from you guys. Anything like that you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh, yeah, really quickly. Tomorrow, there's no live preview. It's a daily, but me and Davide will be live on Monday at 9 a.m. for you guys, and it's 3 p.m. for me. So we're doing the preview on Monday, so on game day.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah. Julian, anything from you?
Couple things. Gabriel Jesus is probably going to Arsenal, so not really us. And Rabiot has been very impressive for me since the Inter game.
Oh, yeah, that question, yeah.
Just answering some questions there to tie up loose ends. But yeah, I will personally see you guys Tuesday, maybe. I don't know.
That Gabriel Jesus information is kind of interesting given the Morata stuff lately and how he's been linked with them. And they want to pay 30, but then we'll see what happens there with Morata as that continues to develop. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in each and every day to talk with us, talk Juve and all the things that we're passionate about. If you haven't already, smash the freaking like button. Like I said, go to Mom's room, take her phone, smack her up a little bit, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, join the community we have here. Actually, sign her up to be a member too while you're at it. If you haven't, so
Take your mom's credit card.
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. We're not saying it has to be illegal, but if it's a different country, they can't come at me. So anyway, do that. Anyway, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all our latest videos. If you haven't already, make sure you follow bianconerizone at bianconerizone on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you haven't already, also follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ on Twitter, Julian at Genotti151 on Twitter, and myself at Justin Stoffer on Twitter. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.